actually yelling at us like that?
Honestly, she had every right to. I was late, we missed half the baby shower, and we came in covered in dirt.
Well, then you shouldn't have seduced me in the parking lot if you didn't want to roll around in the dirt.
I did not seduce you. I just kissed you.
Sebastian, you bit my lip. You know how that makes me feel.
You are too much, then.
Oh, I love this song.
Our song, right?
That's right.
We heard this on our first date. I was really nervous and tense, but the song came on after I'd had a few drinks and just forgot where I was for a minute. I just started dancing. You were watching, smiling.
Well, that's right. That was the first time I saw you let loose. It's very cute. I miss these.
Do they still feel as real as they did?
They do. What do you feel when we hug like this? Is this familiar to you?
Very. I mean, that action triggers a lot of memories and emotions that Sebastian felt.
Oh,
I mean, that I felt.
What seems to be the problem, Mr. Montez?
He didn't refer to himself as Sebastian.
You must forgive us. The Aiden droid has recently been upgraded, but the code is still catching up. Sebastian's Aiden droid caught that error almost immediately, so I'm confident that it has learned and won't make that mistake again.
I hope not.
Aside from that, itsy bitsy oopsie, what are some of your first impressions of the Aiden droid?
I'm just speechless. I mean, wow. It's almost like he's actually here. And that car accident never happened.
We sure are glad to hear that. Here at Continuum AI, we strive to give our clients the opportunity to find whatever closure they need.
He looks just like Sebastian.
Ooh, our cutting-edge persona frame technology allows the Aiden droid to shapeshift exactly into your deceased loved one's form. And the data from their consciousness pod is uploaded into the Aiden droid's computer, and boom, your deceased loved one has returned.
Yeah, it's fucking insane.
And little mistakes like that are the reason we have this trial run here in the lab. This room simulates a familiar location for both of you, and you can have some time to figure out if this is an investment you'd like to make full time.
So people actually go through with it? Like they live with an android version of their loved one?
Absolutely. Our mission is to help provide closure in whatever way that looks for you. For some, it's having the ability to continue exactly where they left off as if nothing happened. For others, it's just being able to have one last conversation.
I'm not sure which direction I want to go yet.
And that's okay. That's exactly what this trial run is for. The more questions you ask, the easier it will be for the Aiden droid to recall memories and learn faster. I'll step out and let you get back to it.
Where were we?
Desma's baby shower.
Ah.
You remember that?
Right. Any other questions you want to ask me?
My birthday.
February 27th, 1991.
school I went to as a kid.
Wesley Elementary.
Outfit I was wearing when we first met.
Red flannel, black jeans, and chukka boots. You were going through a phase.
You told me those boots were cute.
I did? Well, that is not what I was thinking.
Okay. Favorite sport to watch?
None. You hate them all.
Number of dates we went on before we had sex?
1.5.
Favorite sex position? Oh, actually, never mind.
Well, as I remember, it's the one where I lift you up, hold you up against the wall, and then...
yeah, stop. You're gonna make me echo.
I remember everything about you.
What was, Sebastian, what was your favorite memory growing up?
When I was 9, my family was taking this trip in the snow, and we got caught in a horrible bumper-to-bumper traffic jam. It came to a screeching halt for a good hour. And my mom was getting really irritated, my sisters and I were getting restless, but then my dad got out of the car and he started making snowballs and just throwing them at us. So then we all got out of the car, we had this huge snowball fight on the side of the road, and like a lot of other families joined in, and God, it was just so fun and so free, and nothing mattered in that moment, just pure fun. Did I answer that correctly?
Yeah. You told me that story plenty of times, and it always sounds so magical. It's like one of those scenes from a movie.
Second best day of my life.
Dare I ask what the first was?
Marrying you.
Oh, wow. Okay, barf. Okay, so you remember everything. Tell me something juicy. Yeah, what was our worst fight?
Definitely the time we fought about having kids.
Really? I thought it would have been the time I fell asleep instead of remembering to pick you up from the airport and left you stranded after that red eye.
Yeah, that was bad. But fight about the kids, that was next level. We didn't even talk for a while. Do you remember?
Yeah, that was rough. Why do you want kids so bad?
I always wanted kids. You know that. It was just something in my mind ever since I was young. That I'd grow up, I'd meet the love of my life, we'd have kids, and they'd just annoy the fuck out of us till we got old.
Yeah, but the sleepless nights and the feedings and the changing, I mean, that's so much.
Yeah, well, there you go again. You're always looking at the negative parts of it. Why is having kids so bad for you?
Seb, please, when you know my stance on this.
I know your stance, but you never explain why.
And do I have to explain why? No, isn't enough?
You don't even want to talk about it. You just want to shut down.
Well, I cannot believe I'm fighting with my dead husband.
And I can't believe you're still avoiding telling me. You see, this is why I wanted to divorce you.
You what? Wait, you wanted to divorce me?
Wait, shower. I showed up early. I had the papers.
Wait, there were papers? Wait.
Yes, Mr. Montez?
What the fuck is happening?
Apologies. The Aiden Droid's code is one of the most advanced in AI technology, but we've noticed a recurring thing happening. With the droid in sync with your loved one's entire consciousness, they have access to every single one of their thoughts from their entire lifetime. Sometimes something we haven't been able to replicate in their code yet is the ability to refrain them from saying things that your loved one didn't say out of care or protection for your feelings. Some call it a filter.
And there's no chance that this could be like a glitch or something? Like Sebastian was actually ready to serve me with divorce papers?
I am going to make a note of that feedback and share it with our engineers. But in the meantime, I'll just leave you both to it.
Dax,
Don't.
let me explain.
Explain what? You hired a lawyer, you had papers drafted, and were ready to serve me at Desma's fucking baby shower of all places? What is there to explain?
I didn't do it.
Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. You stayed married to me for 2 whole years before you slammed into that semi-truck. Did you do that on purpose?
Wow.
You didn't have the balls to serve me with divorce papers, so you suffered in silence until you couldn't take it, so BAM! Intense exit strategy.
That's so fucking unfair.
No, what is unfair, Sebastian, is suddenly losing the love of your life in some horrific way, scraping together every penny I have to try this fucking alien droid thing, only to discover that you were ready to leave me at a moment's notice.
I didn't go through with it.
What was the trigger?
I wanted kids.
Oh my god.
You always knew that I wanted a family, and you never gave me a good reason for why you didn't want to have kids, so what am I supposed to think?
The fuck, Seb?
I want to know why you didn't want to have
It
kids.
doesn't matter.
I want to know.
Seb,
Dax, I'm dead now, so we're never going to have kids anyway, so why don't you just tell me? Why don't you just be honest with me?
why would I want to have kids? But to birth them into an endless cycle of heartbreak? I lost my parents as a child. I had to grow up at such a young age to take care of my siblings. Okay, I didn't have family to lean on or anything. It was all me. At 12 years old, I had to step up and work to feed my siblings, all the while mourning the 2 people who meant the most to me. Do you have any idea how traumatic that is? It's the worst time of my life, and I would do anything to stop any child from having to go through that pain and that heartache. I mean, shit, you were killed in a head-on collision on your way to date night. If we did have kids, I would have been in the exact same position of having to take care of them alone.
Life isn't all doom and gloom.
Sometimes it is, Sebastian. We don't all get that magical snowball fight with our family on the side of the road on our way to a beautiful winter vacation. There is a dark reality to living that includes heartbreak and sorrow, and anybody who doesn't see that is naive.
So for you, life's just one big dark cloud, even with me in it?
That is not what I'm saying.
You think maybe Jesus' parents were too grief-stricken to live their life after he died? I mean, I'm sure they were sad, but they did still go out into the world and start Christianity.
Yeah, that's not how that works.
Oh, so you were there? What was Mary like? How about Joseph? Was he giving like daddy vibes?
Shut up.
Oh, is that a smile I see forming on your face?
Even an android form you piss me off. Let me be mad at you. I'm sorry for saying that about the truck. That was fun.
Thank you.
What changed your mind?
About what?
The divorce. What made you not serve me at Esma's baby shower if you were so convinced you wanted to leave me?
I saw you playing with the kids. All the cousins and the younger siblings, and you were getting down and just like playing games with them and making them laugh. And at first it made me angry that you were so adamant about not having kids even though you're so good with them. Then I saw something in your face that day, and it was a true joy in life. And it made me realize that I was so focused on wanting kids that I was completely overlooking why I'd fallen in love with you in the first place. Your kindness, your sense of humor, the way you get excited for every little win. Even that stupid dance that you like to do. I just realized I'd rather let go of us having kids than let go of spending every day with you, because with every fiber of my being, Dax, I love you. sorry that it has to be this way now.
No, there's nothing to be sorry about. I love you, Sebastian.
I love you so fucking much. But what I said earlier, it still stands. You should never let the fear of something keep you from living your life. I want you to be happy.
So, what'll it be?